Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
So on the whiteboard next to you is the design we need to try and achieve with this gallery design. The beams are at 8 meters, they're 550 kg each, and we have a lifting capacity of almost 600, so we are within tolerance. So it's on the board.
Let's crack on and do it.
Let's do it.
Let's crack on.
Let's crack on.
Morning, everybody. What we're doing this morning is taking out the block work here
Yep.
to see how far this RSJ goes into the wall,
Yep.
and then we decide whether to slide it or take it completely out.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing this morning.
Brilliant. It's fresh cement, so it's going to be pretty strong, but also we're hoping that it's not like 40 centimeters in the wall. It's probably only about 10 or 20 centimeters, Dad.
Yeah, that'd be about something like that, I
Yeah,
think.
I'm sure there's a specific regulation to say
Yeah, it's about 30 centimetres.
30. Well, hopefully it's not too far in. All right then, so you've got the Kango.
Yeah,
You've got Yanis to give you a hand, so we might as well start knocking it out.
righto, let's crack on.
So Dad, you and Yanis have exposed the RSJ. How deep is it in the wall?
It's about 42, 43 centimetres.
So it's a lot deeper than I thought they would put it in.
Yeah, but I think what it is, because there's a lintel below there,
Yep.
and they've gone in that bit extra to make it safer.
Yeah, okay.
That's what they do.
So if we get all of that out, and then what we'll do, we'll go over to the other side and see how
The other
far
side,
it is
yeah.
in that side.
Yeah.
And at least then it's free to be moved.
Yeah.
In what fashion, I don't know. But the extra length's going to make it slightly difficult to move. But it's fine. We'll overcome it.
Yeah.
So we'll continue taking more stone out. You're doing a good job, Yanis.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ben.
Good job, Yanis.
Thank you.
Right, let's crack on some more.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's crack on. All the way round now.
It doesn't matter, does it?
Yes, it does, we can't walk it, look. Steps on.
Is that alright for you there?
Much better it is, isn't it?
So what do you think so far of the project, Rick?
It's going on nicely. I think we'll follow your plan and we should be able to get this one done tomorrow. Fingers crossed we should get it in.
Yep.
We don't really need Duncan
No, I'm
tomorrow,
not needed,
But thank
mate,
you for your help
yeah,
today.
I'm-
You have been a
Bit of
solid
spare
team
part
member.
today. We have done a bit of cleaning.
Clean up crew, haven't we, today? Yeah.
I did come here for electrical
Yeah,
reasons.
we had an electrical issue in the attic,
Yeah.
but it's been fixed now, thanks,
been okay
Duncan.
now.
But do you like the plan so far, Duncan?
Yeah, I think it's going to be okay, but it's a bit worried about the loading of these
The
lifts here. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I would
it
say
does rate-
3 would be adequate. 2 is a little bit push.
We're still within the tolerances
Yeah.
of the lifts, though, aren't we?
We're still within the tolerances though. And that one has moved up there. So we've managed to move it by 3 centimetres to the left.
Yeah, at least today, yeah.
And we did manage to lift it as well
It
slightly.
did lift, but it's just
Yeah.
not lifting easily, is it?
No, it's not.
Just going boof and
But also we've got, as well as those 2 lifts, we've also got this, which will also lift 250 kg.
well, if it doesn't lift, it'll take some weight as a backup
Bear
as well,
on it,
won't
can't it? Yeah.
Exactly.
But also we've got a lot of spare scaffolding,
Yeah.
so we can utilise that for safety. So we could maybe,
yeah.
we could probably build up some scaffolding to the left.
Especially where you're going to cut, I think you're
Yeah.
going to have something like that under it.
Absolutely,
You don't want
absolutely.
it dropping, do you?
No.
More than an inch, really.
No, we don't. But Dad has been a builder. How many years, Dad? 45 years?
Too many years.
More than 45 years. Duncan, you've been in the industry for a long time as well.
Years, anyway.
Yeah, so 60, you reckon?
And I've been doing it for about
About a week.
Oh, yeah.
about a week. Yeah, a couple of hours today. So we're
No,
getting there.
Dad's 60 years in the industry actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we've got a few competent minds.
And there's yourself as well.
And
don't
Rick,
forget.
Rick's just a pretty face.
Rick.
I'm just here to brush up. I'm the motivator.
So the first day of installing the library's gallery has been fantastic, a success, because we've got a solid plan, we've worked out all of the measurements, even though I had a drawing and I knew exactly what we were doing, just trying to finalise it and make it correspond exactly to the room has proven really good because the gallery is exactly 4 meters by 4 meters, which makes it about 16 square meters. And it's not too big, but it's also not too small where it looks like it's just a hole in the ceiling. And I also don't want it too big where you can't comfortably walk around the gallery. So we've allowed 1.60 meters, 10 centimeters of stud work, insulation, plasterboard. And then some of the bookcases, they're not going to be everywhere on the gallery itself. They're going to be about 30 centimeters or something like that. So that will work really well. So you better walk around the gallery comfortably and it's going to be fantastic. And it's also really nice to have Dad, Rick, Yanis, and also Duncan sharing some insight to what we're doing, because he agrees the method we're doing is the best way and we've got the right equipment and the right people helping us, especially Dad, where he's been in the building industry for over 60 years. And I started as a builder when I was 16 and I left school. I've never done anything like this before, but you don't learn if you don't try. And same with Duncan, he's been in this industry as well, not this industry, but as a builder, installing electrical systems, networking and things like that in big buildings and big renovation projects. So yeah, it's all experience, isn't it? Knowing and seeing and, you know, sharing insight. And yeah, even though people are paid to work here, it's like working with friends. It's fantastic. So yeah, that's it, I think. Have I got any information to share? Alex, the cameraman, is back next month at some point around the 20th. So that's going to be really fantastic. It means I can just crack on and help everyone rather than standing, even though I am doing work, but I'm putting the camera down and then helping, which isn't ideal. And I don't really like using a tripod because it's just a static camera. And also Simon, he will be back at the beginning of end of June, start of July. So as soon as the gallery's in, which should take a few weeks, then we've got to do the floor joists, noggins and things like that. We're going to start all of the stud work, which will be fantastic. That means we can get the electrics in, insulation, start tidying the ceiling and things like that. So it should advance. So yeah, that's all I've got. That's all I can think of. So thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you all tomorrow.